Alright, so I got Boy here. I don't know why he just kind of sat on my lap. So he's gonna be in the video too. Now, normally I don't like to talk about anime on this channel because I'm not much of an anime watcher. Like, I'll watch like Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! That's really about it for the most part. And this is mostly a gaming centered channel, so anime, yeah, not unless there's a game for it. Like, again, Dragon Ball, fucking. I've got Once Justice 2, stuff like that. If there's a game, like, that's one thing, but if there's not, like, I won't really talk about it. But I'm gonna make an exception for this because this is something I've actually been enjoying on my own time the past several days. So, the past several days I've been watching not really a new anime. It's new to me. And the reason it's not new is because it came out in 2006. Which is weird because I watched like a few. I was in like 4 or 5 episodes and I'm like, wait a minute, this show looks familiar. Did I watch like an episode or 2 of this when I was growing up as a kid on Adult Swim at the time? I thought nothing of it after that thought. But yeah, the anime in question is called The Familiar of Zero. Again, came out in 2006. And it was an anime about this noble mage named Louise who summons this Japanese boy named Saito. And he pretty much becomes her familiar, or, some would say like a servant, slave type thing. And yeah, Louise is like, it's hard to talk about. It's just so fucking good. I mean, at least I thought it was good. Like, what? Yes, it was good to me in recent days, but back then, America wasn't really too fond of it, which is what brings my issue to, which goes into my issue. A couple days ago, back on Friday, actually. Back Friday morning, Friday afternoon, while I was working on that VR chat video, I finished season 1 of Familiar Zero, loved it, really enjoyed it, enjoyed the ending of the first season. It was just really fucking good. But then I wanted to watch season 2. For those who don't know, I watched season 1 dubbed. And I fucking loved it. And then went to go watch season 2. I saw there was no dub. So I like, what? Why is there no dub? Like, am I seeing things wrong? And then I looked at season 3, no dub. And then season 4, no dub. So I'm like, what the fuck? And that's where the issue is. Only season 1 was dubbed. And the reason for it, I mentioned already. America, not too fond of it at the time it came out. So, only the first season was dubbed, while seasons 2, 3, and 4 were only subbed exclusively. And there's most likely not going to be a dub for seasons 2, 3, and 4 because the original licensor most likely doesn't want to fucking dub it. So it's like, if you're exclusively a dub watcher like me, you're only going to get 1 season, which is unfortunate because, again, that's only 25% of the series. It's not like Slayers where seasons 1 and 2 were dubbed back in the 90s, and then later on seasons 3 and 4 were dubbed in the late 2000s. Not 2010s, but late 2000s. Yes, there are 4 seasons of Slayers. I still haven't even finished. I'm only like halfway done with the first one. Well, more than halfway, I think. Been a while since I watched it, but yeah, anyway. Only first season of Familiar Zero is dubbed. Seasons 2, 3, and 4, not. And if you're, again, you're exclusively a dub watcher like me, you're only going to watch 25% of the show. Which sucks because, again, I liked it. I enjoyed it. But, yeah. Only that first season's dubbed. And the thing is, I do want to continue watching it, but again, there's no dub, so I'm going to have to watch it subbed, and I really don't want to. But I think I can make an exception for the Familiar Zero, because I've been enjoying it. I enjoyed season 1. And I want to continue watching it, so it's like, do I make an exception for this to watch the rest of it subbed, or do I just stick with only season 1 and just only watch like 25% of the show? I honestly don't know what to decide, because it's honestly a tough choice, because again, I'm exclusively a dub watcher, so sub, yeah, not really interested. But for a show like this, like, I might make an exception. Yeah, and the funny thing is, he's been watching it too. Haven't you, buddy? Yeah. Atreus has been watching the show with me, so you'd watch it with me, wouldn't you, buddy? He watched it too. He liked it, I'm pretty sure. Mostly because of the colors. So, but he watched it. Did you enjoy it, buddy? Did you enjoy season 1 of Familiar Zero? Good show, wasn't it? But yeah, unfortunately, I have no idea what to decide. Like, again, I want to continue watching it. Like, I want to continue the show, see what goes on. But at the same time, it's not dubbed, so I really don't want to. I do, but I don't want to. Like, it's one of those situations. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I really want to watch the rest of the show, but it's really frustrating because, yeah, this is probably going to be one. This is going to be one of those shows that's like, you only get 1 season dubbed, and then the rest you just don't. Like, that sucks. That sucks, dude, man. Because again, while yes, most of America back 2006 when the show aired, the first season, they didn't really care for it. Of course, you know, times can change, people can grow up, things change, stuff like that. I'm not the only one who wants Familiar Zero dubbed. Like, I looked on Reddit, on a Reddit post, talking about this very subject, and people are also wanting it. So it's like, yeah, we want to watch, like, we want to watch it, the rest of the show dubbed, but unfortunately, that's most likely not going to happen. And again, it sucks because it's actually not bad. I loved it. Now, was it as good as, like, Slayers or my favorite anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters? No, not nearly as good. But it's still good. Like, the characters I can't really hate. Except Geesh. I hate Geesh. Fuck Geesh. Mamarazzi should have kicked Geesh's ass, dude. But no, she instead tried to fucking make him drink a love potion, which Louise ends up drinking in episode 8. God damn. But anyway, yeah. The only character I really hated, like main character I really hated, was Geesh. Everybody else I was perfectly fine with. Louise is my favorite character, by the way. Yes, I know it's kind of fucking lame that the main character is my favorite character, but Louise is just a really great character to watch. So it's kind of like, damn, I can't help but root for her. Especially since, you know, at the beginning of the series, she was made fun of for like the first half of the show, first season at least. She was being made fun of for her lack of magic skills. But it turns out, well, again, I'm here spoilers. I'm gonna spoil it, but she turns out to be a user of the fifth and final and forbidden form of magic, because there's fire, water, earth, wind. You know, the 4 elements. Think of Avatar Last Airbender. Like, 4. Fire, water, earth, air. But there is a 5th one known as void. Nobody in existence nobody at all had access to void magic. But in the final episode of the first season, episode 13 of season 1, the final episode, it turns out that Louise is the one that has the void magic. Because keep in mind, up until then, nobody had void magic, access to void magic, except like certain characters. And then turns out Louise does. So the fact that she had 0 magic skills throughout pretty much the entire series up to that point, like, you kind of knew something was building up, and it was going to be like a last minute thing, and it was. And honestly, it did not disappoint, because it was really fucking awesome. And then, again, since that was last episode of season 1, the only season that was dubbed, like, it ended on the cliffhanger for the dub, so it's like, well, fuck. No, now what? Again, it's actually not bad. Like, it's in my top 5. In fact, and I don't watch anime too much, so that's like saying a lot. But again, I did say that Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters is my favorite anime, so take that as you will. But yeah, it's honestly not that bad a show, and unfortunately we'll most likely never get seasons 2, 3, and 4 dubbed. Which sucks, because again, it was a great show. Season 1 was really great. I fucking loved it, dude. It was hilarious. But, hey, not really anything to do about it, but except hope that they actually do dub seasons 2, 3, and 4, which again most likely won't happen. But yeah, let me know what you think about my dilemma. Should I just stick to only season 1 with where it's dubbed, or should I finish it but only in sub, which I don't want to do, but for a show like this I might make the exception. Let me know what you think, because again, I loved it. I loved it. It was really good. And I've been watching that the past like several days and just finished it back on Friday. But yeah, again, let me know what you think, and guess I'll see you tomorrow.